Hello and welcome to another video tour guide. Today I'm going to talk to you about categories and tags and how they can help find the kind of content that you're interested in. So let's start with categories. First of all, along the top of every page you see these main headings: play, read and listen. These are the categories of the type of content. So audio interviews, general discussions, maps, mods, articles, poll questions, and if you click on any one of those you're taken to a link which is the timeline. All of them are timelines except for the play archives, which I'll show you in a minute. So this makes it easy to see when something was posted and what it contains. So if we were just to click another one, text interviews for example, again we can see that I haven't really done a text interview in 2 years, but there's a list of them and they can help you find things easily. Now the play archive is a little bit different. The play archive is the table which is available in another video that fully explores how you can get the most from it. Now if I click on one of these entries, so if I were to go back to home, and the main one there is Avenue Odessa, if I were to click on that, if I scroll down to near the bottom of the post itself, what you'll see is you've got two headings here. You've got categories and tags. Now this tells you it's in the play archive. Well, that's not really much use because you know it's a play archive because you can play it. But you can see that it's in a Half-Life 2 Episode 2 and it's in a Half-Life 2 Episode 2 mods archive. Now here you'll notice that there's nothing about maps and mods. Well, each of these categories is separated into maps or mods, and it's used in the play archive. So you can see here, map and mod. So it is a separate category, but it's displayed here as type. You'll also see that these are links. If I click on one of these links, it will display in the excerpt format all of the entries that are maps, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 mods. And you can scroll through this, and when you get to the bottom of each page, there'll be some navigation buttons and you can just jump wherever you want to. Alright, but if we go back to Odessa. Now next to the categories section is the tag section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the tag page and we'll have a quick look here. The tags are basically descriptive keywords. They tell you what is in the maps and mods, and tags are only used for maps and mods. They're not used for any of these other categories. There's no tags for audio interviews or for, poll questions, only for maps and mods. Now I've separated each of the tags into separate groups to make it easy to find things. So if you're interested in finding types of enemies that you want to fight against, you can just click on any of these and it will show you the maps and mods that contain those things. The same for Phillip Says or Hall of Fame or location styles. Click on any of these and you can see them. So let me click on Assassins. Okay, and what it says is these are the maps and mods that contain assassins. So very useful for finding things. Okay. Now what you're probably thinking is, but Philip, I can do that from here. I can just type in assassins, and yes, you're right, you can. You can find everything that you can find in the normal tag page here. You can find all of those things on the play archive, which is why the play archive is so cool. But the tags page actually is laid out much nicer. It's much nicer to look through these, and sort of if you hover over them, some of them have an explanation. So for example, we've got this alt mod. This is weird, crazy batshit stuff. So basically anything that's like, not the standard things. Now, most of the tags should be self-explanatory. Okay, maybe you don't know that long means between 60 and 150 minutes, but it's clear that something is very different from a jalopy. Okay, now if you want more information, you can go to the tags guide, and it talks more about how the tags are used and some of the concepts. Essentially what I've said here today, but if you want to read it, you can do that. Now one more thing I want to show you. Imagine you are absolutely in love with maps and mods that have multiple endings. Well, what you can do is you can visit the page, but then you can subscribe to the RSS feed. Now, what that means is that when I post something that has the multiple endings tag, you'll get notified in your reader. You don't have to go looking for them. the information will be sent to you. Now, I'm not going to talk about RSS readers, that's for another video guide, but essentially it means that you have a program and things get delivered to you. So there we go. That's the difference between categories, play, read, and listen, and tags, which are the descriptive keywords. Both are useful for helping you find things. Both are essentially used in the play archives. So even within the let's say you want to go to episode 2 and you want to look for something within episode 2 you want, for example, episode 2 maps that contain crossbow. Well, you can see that there are 48 entries there. Notice that this is highlighted to remind you that that's what you're searching for. And then you can still order these things. So I'm sorry to get carried away with the play archives, but you can see that the play archives are so useful. So there you go, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, finishing Half-Life is just the beginning. See ya!